Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rokak Kodash. Double honors, apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to your beloved Akim. That is pushing this word in sincerity and truth with humiliation on the cross of our wings to you. I salute. This is the brother Zion back at you with another lesson. And I want to get into a brief lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because as you see those logs in the road, right? You know, pretty much, hey, let me say this first. Always pray. Pray every day before you leave the house. Pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that he guide and protect you. Because things could happen in an instant. In a matter of seconds. Alright? Things could happen in an instant. You know, pray that he guide and protect you and your family, all right, in these last days, boy. Because a little quick testimony, you know, as I was driving on the highway, you know, as you see this log on the road right here, pretty much, I was just couple seconds, you know, pretty much from this fall. All right, from this log falling. I was a couple seconds. As you see a vehicle in the front of me. All right, they slowed down in the front of me. You know, they overtook me actually, and they slowed down. And basically, the guy in the passenger seat, you know, got out. He was on crutches to move the logs of the road. But pretty much, you could imagine if I'd have gone out, just hypothetically speaking, if I'd have gone out earlier, you never know what would happen. You know, the Lord is be protecting us from a lot of dangers. You know, I watch this tree collapse in the road. I watch this, and this shit tick. You're gonna see this shit tick as hell. This could damage a car. You imagine a car going full speed. And that was a couple seconds for this. I watched this collapse. You see that? You see how big that is? You see? Look how thick that is. That's huge, boy. You see? I come out and help the gentleman also. But, you know, but hey, when things happen, don't go your way, what you anticipate. Let's say if you were supposed to go somewhere and something get delayed or whatever, that's the Lord preventing you for something, you know. You got to be grateful in all things, boy. Because I was just a couple seconds away. I watched this tree, this big ass damn rotten cedar tree. That's a cedar tree. Pine tree. Salakia, it's a pine tree. Fall and just break in pieces. You see? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is awesome, boy. That's why we got to continue to pray. Pray for guidance and protection. Guidance and protection before you leave your houses. Pray that the Lord cover you, your family, and the Malachium in these last days, boy. Because things can happen in an instant when you least expect. You know, I wasn't expecting that tree to collapse like that. You know? But I saw it. And three other people saw it. You see? You could imagine if somebody was speeding on the highway and that tree collapsed and I hit them, man, that'd be in chaos. That'd be an accident. You see? But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is awesome, man. That's why a lot of these trees ain't supposed to be, these rotten trees ain't supposed to be near the road, because you don't know when these could, any wind or anything, these could just fall down in the road. That could cause accident. You know? But, you know, to water Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the Most High is awesome, but, you know, man's going is off the Lord. Alright, and my instruction was sealed from the night before. Okay? Not to be there at that appointed time. And it's a blessing. You see? Man's going is off the Lord. So, that's why it's important to pray, boy. Pray. You know, I can bring one scripture. Alright. We gotta pray, boy. The scripture say pray without ceasing these last days, but things happening so fast, just like that, judgment could happen. Just like that. You gotta pray. This is Luke 18:1. It says, and he spake a parable unto them, that men ought to always pray and not faint. Don't never get weary praying, but continue to pray, but continue to pray. To Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in these last days, but continue to pray. Alright? Continue to pray to the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because what we about to experience in these last days ain't no joke. You see? This is 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Pray without ceasing, but non-stop. Pray that the Lord cover you and your family. And, the brotherhood. Pray. Because things could happen in an instant. I watched this tree collapse. I say, just like that, eh? Man. Wow. Wow. Good thing I wasn't trying to speed. Good thing I wasn't trying to speed. I was seconds away. And that's why you got to fear. That put fear in me to fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because, boy, just what if I was speeding, and that tree could have collapsed in the sky? That you never know, boy. The end result that could have caused some serious damage. You see how huge that damn tree is? You gotta fear the Lord, boy. Fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in these last days, boy. Look how big that shit is. Look how big. See that? That stretch from one part of the road to another. What if somebody was in that road speeding? They would have get in a serious accident. You see? But hey, at the end of the day, always be grateful to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Always be grateful to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Pray and continue to pray. Shalom.